You know, the other day I was doing some of this that went dead like it just did now. And I had this one, which is the little one with the microphone sticking off the front. And I took this and I had put it over here. Well, what happened was it ended up down here, upside down. So when I was going through it last night and this morning, I had to flip because every 3 minutes it gives a new another start on the video. 3 minutes shuts on and off. It's seamless, but you know what I'm talking about. And okay, what I'm working on now is this up here, and I did find an 8mm here that seems to fit that. If I can keep my glasses from falling down on my nose, you can see this cable back here has a little bit of room, I think, still, because I like to get about another. Let me get this filter out of the way so it doesn't fall. Another even a eighth of an inch more, and I'd be happy. How many times have you done this, guys? Work by feel. Yeah, huh? I haven't done it in a long time. I'm trying to see up under there a little bit, but now I got no light up there, so it's basically feel. I want to get this back on there so I can get another turn on it. There, I think that may give me enough. I'll move you guys over here for a minute. You may not even see what I'm doing from there, but I'm trying to get this cable straight so that it gives me a little bit more bite inside there. The clamp was just a little crooked, and by being a little crooked, it was taken up. Ah, there it is. That's right where I want it. Oh, right. Now, stay there. Yeah, right. Let's hope it stays there while I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. And you guys are not even going to see that, are you? No, because I'm down there. I'll put you back over here. Maybe you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Over here, I'm up on that nut. Who are you calling a nut? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Okay, now this would have been really nice if it was a little 8mm ratchet wrench. Okay, now there's a little nut right here that I can barely see over the top of my glasses, and I can barely get my fingers on it. That I want to be able to. Let me try to open that inside. Maybe it'll be easier. I want to get that tight, but I don't want it to pull the cable out. Because the cable's inside there. This is basically holding the choke cable in place. Oh, good. Oh, not bad. And are we still in place? We're in place. Okay. So what I was wanting to do was, if you're looking at it coming towards us, you see the cable right there coming towards us. Well, I wanted to make sure the jacket of the cable was at least out to the edge on the outer side here facing us, before it was like in the middle, where it could have very easily pulled out with vibration. And this choke cable had a little bellow to it, so by me loosening that up a little more and jerking around with the cable, it fell in and everything worked out good. Now the only thing I'm not happy with still is this on off. It's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing, but I will be replacing that because I just don't like it. It's just, it's hard to turn, and the whole thing turns. That's why I didn't like it to start with. And then it'll actually fall right out because there's nothing that holds it in there. You know, regardless of which way you put it in from, because I've tried it. And right now, it's stuck again. Oh. Here, I shouldn't be that way. Right. So, and if I push on it, it falls right out. Okay. So that is going to get changed. Okay, so we have a new spark plug in it. We have all new gas lines. We're putting in a new air breather or filter, whatever you want to call it. We have a clean, shiny new milk coffee. Gas filter. A little bit bigger than it needs, but as long as it fills. I would really like to have a little canister type, and I'd bolt it right to the frame here. So I can, but I don't know if they make one that small. Let's see if I can get this piece out. If I can get this out, how's that in there? Ah, maybe I can. Yeah, good. Good, okay. So now I have it out. Well, I'm talking about this. You guys got a dirty mind. Really, guys? Really? Or is it the ladies? Come on now, ladies. Girls. I said I have it out, meaning this. Boy, you women take everything the wrong way. All you guys, all you women think about? You're my kind of woman. Okay, so here we are. Now, what is the problem with this and why it doesn't want to work? Well, first of all, can it go in any way but that way? No, it can only come in from the back, like I've been doing. And this is what? Let's look at this. And this is what? On. Wait a minute, let me make sure here. On, off. On, off. So if that's on, off, this can only go in here one way. And that would be here. And that is on right now. So what is it that holds this in? It just pushed right through. So, I mean, hello. Things that make you go, Now, who said that? That was an Arsenio Hall thing. Things that make you go, So what is holding this in? Nothing. Nothing is in there to make it so that it stays. Now, the unit has the two cutouts. See the top and bottom has this little square? So you would think, and it has to go in from the back. So you think once it goes in, that's why you have the bigger cutout up there. So let's just say once it goes in, it's there. Well, if there was something to fit into that bottom little square thing, then it would be fine. But there's nothing to fit in there to lock this in place to stop it from turning. So it just keeps turning. And if I push it too far through, it falls right out the other side. Okay? And this is the kind that was on there. Now, do I want to epoxy this in place? Well, then that means I'm going to screw this thing right up, because that's going to have all kinds of shit on it after that. Or should I just order a different on-offs? Or wait a minute, do I have any more? See, this is the one that came, well, this didn't come with it. It came with one of these. It broke the first couple times after using it in the winter time. That, forget about it. So I put this on myself. I had to make this little bracket though, however, because the hole in here was not going to fit this, as you can see. So I made this little bracket to go on the back of this with the hole in it so I could put this on. So that's where I was at. Now this worked fine. However, you had to remember you had to turn it, and you didn't want to make it real tight, because then you would ruin the little ring in there, like almost like turning your faucet off. You turn it off too tight. When you start turning it off too tight, and you start eating through the ring, the gasket, and then you have problems. You have drippage. And if you make it too loose, then you start to unscrew it. So that's the problem there. Let me move some of this aside for a minute. Let me put this back over here. I have the 3D back up and running, I think. Let's turn it on, see if it's good. I got it plugged in, that's why. You know, the 3D camera takes up a lot of space. But for me, it's one of the better things, because whenever I'm doing it, I don't have to worry about me being in frame, because you can just chase me around. All right, I'm going to go right over here for a minute and get my O-rings. All right, we're back. I can't say it by popular demand, but we're back. Now, does anybody really know what that is? Does anybody really care? That's a plug for the back of a dinghy or a tender. Usually it has a cord attached to it, and it's attached to the tender so you can't lose it. It's so that you can let water in and out. And most of your tenders nowadays have it where there's a little valve that won't let the water back in if you take it out. This way you can pull the plug, get up on plane with your tender, if you can do such a thing, and then it also helps the water to force out. This is a lock seal for PVC connector. This, I have no idea what I got that for. I know I must have saved it for something. Alright, what I'm looking for is a baby O-ring. Well, that's even too big. I don't know if I'm going to have one that small or not. And there's no way in hell that I can cut one of these down to get it that small. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? No. That one's... See, that would fit the outside. So that'll take care of that, even though it doesn't need to be taken care of. That's too big. I mean, it's really small. I'm probably better off just buying another one. And I know I have more of these around someplace. I just don't know where the hell they are. These were laying over there on the counter, open. They weren't, I mean, not even in the container. They were just laying there. Where's that little piece? See, this one, no, see, this one's even too big for that, but I bet you. Now, see, that one I can make work if I wanted to, because it will settle in. But, again, it's really not worth it. So, okay, well, at least these are in a container for now. If I can find the other ones, because I know I have small ones. I don't know if I have one quite as small as I need it, but I know I have small ones. I'm talking about O-rings now. Boy, I'm telling you. Talking about, I got it out, and everybody goes into a panic. Where? And I say, I got small ones, and then, oh, where? No. I'm talking about O-rings. I don't want to say rubber O-rings, because I don't want to get anybody else going on that one. See, there's a lot in here, but they're just as big as the other ones. That's not even a rubber O-ring. These are kind of my catch-all draw until I find a home for things. I throw them in here. Well, you know what? It's going to be best for me just to buy one. That's all there is to it. To sit here and waste more time, it would just be a waste of time. I'm looking for the cover to put on this now. It looks like this. Has anybody seen it? Has anybody seen it? I gotta remember to get that filter too. So I got the number.